With Own Every Word, you can own every word in the metaverse.
Hammy Ground.
Dunkles. Oppo Time Snack.
And every word is a one of one. And do we have a roadmap and utility? You bet your ass. Have you read it all yet? Okay. Own Every Word. It's another NFT project.
Welcome to Own Every Word, the game show where the word herd submits answers to fill-in-the-blank statements and a panel of comedians, a debate which is the best answer. The word herder who submitted the winning word wins incredible NFT prizes. I am your host, not Matt Harris. I am Phil Ranta, one of the co-founders of Own Every Word, and I am here with a terrific group of panelists who all helped make the show. Hey, what's up, panelists? But to start, let's go ahead and go to round one. I won't send you to Davy Jones' locker. You're going to Davy Jones, a blank. And let's see what the word herd submitted. I won't send ye to Davy Jones' locker. You're going to Davy Jones' horde. You're going to Davy Jones' summer diarrhea riot. You're going to Davy Jones' window. You're going to Davy Jones' bar mitzvah. You're going to Davy Jones' roughed cornhole. You're going to Davy Jones' training. You're going to Davy Jones' rectum. You're going to Davy Jones' turreted crevasses. You're going to Davy Jones' courtroom. Or you're going to Davy Jones' commencement. So many wonderful submissions from the word herd who clearly own wonderful words. But let's get first impressions from the panel. Race to Canis, what's your first impression?
Boy, there are some real winners on here. I'm shocked that the word herd would take it dirty in question one, but here we are.
Do you have anything that's standing out to you here?
I do. Should I show them what I've chosen?
No, just
right
like
now?
first feeling.
Yeah.
First thoughts on it. Just
no, my
like
first feeling
here.
is. You know what's really crazy about this is, you have some of the ridiculous ones, the summer diarrhea riot, roughed cornhole, rectum, crevasses, but then you have some very pleasant ones. You go to Davy Jones' commencement, and I think taking it in a much more delightful avenue is maybe a winner to me today. Maybe I'm in a good mood. Maybe good things are happening to me. So I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. I might be relying on my fellow panelists today, but these are some good answers right here.
Wow, Ray is not going to battle for one yet. He's going to wait and see, which is a smart move. Jordan Palmaville, the Own Every Word editor-in-chief. You are the word master. What's standing out to you?
Well, there a lot. First of all, I think some of these, we're a family NFT, so some of these just straight up are, not the sort of thing we're doing. But
agree to disagree.
I got to get more editors in here, but no, I think commencement stands out from the first one because you've been to a commencement, or probably commencements are very long and very boring. There's a speech that has no discernible point. That's pretty terrible. Davy Jones's training. Davy Jones's locker is death. Davy Jones's training sounds like that's just another euphemism for death. So I like that. And I mean, I guess some red meat for the base. I like Davy Jones's rectum.
Yes. All right. That's what I was waiting for. Another co-founder of Own Every Word, Sam Kimbrell. What's standing out to you, sir?
Listen, we all know that Davy Jones had the worst diet. He was not eating correctly out on the high seas. You do not want to be sent to Davy Jones's rectum. It's clearly rectum.
That's true. Damn near killed him. I have to say, there's something about the balance of Davy Jones's locker and what happens after you're done with a locker. It's a commencement, because that's what, So there's a little poetry there. But what I say doesn't matter. Let's go to Sam Proof and hear what the word herd has to say, Sam.
All right, let's take a quick look. Oh, that's not me. What happened there?
It's
Hi.
me.
Oh, because it's soloed on you. Great time. Also, we should be like this. Oh, it's still you. Why? Fine, we'll do this. Woohoo, panelists. So there you go. That's the word, panelists. I'm done. No. Yo-Yo Johnson says, ruffed cornhole, question mark. And that is the last time that'll be a question. Callie Malley, this is my favorite. This was, if anyone had asked me, please pick bar mitzvah, which I assume is your word.
It's wholesome.
Yeah, it's good. Although, after hearing all of the sides on this, it's too wholesome. I think Davy Jones's courtroom didn't get any attention, and that is clearly the hell that it should be. Moonraven says, only the best words. These are great words, fantastic words. Arg. And Soda Reap says, summer diarrhea. Haha, LOL. That's a horrible thing to laugh at. You should be ashamed. Mogwai Shadow says, funny, we got 2 butthole answers. Yep, feels good. Feels good. Finally, T. Richardson says, rectum, selectum. Let's see if we can't select us a concession. Okay, I can't. Wow, I'm on drugs. Back to you.
Sam Proof has the best words. He has the best segues. You can't deny it. The best. All right. Well, now you're going to write down your answers. You're going to know which one you're going to show, because we need to know from you. Did the word heard persuade you? Did bar mitzvah enter the mix? Did one of the many butthole answer come out? Ray Stacanus, what are you thinking?
Can I just say, first and foremost, Mr. Phil Ranta, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get the chance to voice Summer Diarrhea Riot. I really feel like that's a missed opportunity just in my own life.
That's true. That's true. Well, summer diarrhea is real. It's in the dictionary. That's why it's a word.
Can I just say, when we get the opportunity to do autumn or winter diarrhea riot, I would like to call what we in the business call dibs.
Hashtag share your raise, Twitter.
Hashtag share your raise. That's right. Ready for my answer here?
Yes, please.
These are all very, very good, but you're going to catch me every single time with something that's foul, filthy, but also still on point. Davy Jones being nautical. I'm going with turreted crevasses, 2 things that exist in the world of the sea. Turrets for cannons, crevasses in the ocean, and also, So to me, that's a near perfect answer for this. And that's what I have written down.
Finally, Mariana's Trench is getting some play. Jordan Palmaville.
Oh man, that's deep.
That's deep.
I think Summer Diarrhea Riot obviously was a big one that stood out. And I think when you drill down into what makes Summer Diarrhea Riot, it's rectum.
That's true. But it might be Summer Diarrhea Riot. That's
true. That's like where so that's why I think the rectum, if we're getting to the crux of the biscuit, as it were, it's got to be rectum.
I love to get to the crux of the biscuit. So thank you. And Sam drilling down on the rectum. Thank you, Moonraven.
Wait, is that my new last name? Drilling down on the rectum? All right.
Sam drilling down on the rectum. Kimbrel. What did you write down, sir?
That's a long one.
I was swayed, Phil, but not by the word heard, sadly. I was swayed by one Jordan Palmaville. Commencement. Right?
Whoa.
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
We have the opposite of a consensus. We have a 3-way split. You know what that means. You have exactly 60 seconds to figure it out. But because Ray is the voicer, the share of your race, I'm going to let him argue his point first. Ray, go.
I still got to think, you guys have put up some great ones, but turreted crevasses, the double entendre meaning with the turrets for the cannons, the crevasses being deep in the ocean. I love rectum. Commencement, that's fine. Summer Diarrhea Riot, obviously, would be my favorite term, sight unseen of question. But if you have a chance, you have an opportunity to reward somebody for going double deep in their meaning, I find myself very attracted to that answer.
That's fair. Jordan, were you swayed?
You know what? I like where Ray's head's at. I think at the end of the day, what is a rectum but a turreted crevasse?
Exactly. It sounds like Jordan is swayed.
Prevailing. A turreted crevasse prevailing. Correct.
Sam, yours is the biggest swing. Are you going from commencement to turreted crevasse?
I'm going to be honest. I've been to a lot of bar mitzvahs. They're fine. They're actually kind of fun, right? And, I was thinking commencement because I've only been to boring commencements, okay? I only find them to be wildly unenjoyable. However, I thoroughly enjoy what Ray argued, And I think Ray does the best voiceovers on cards. So I'm going to go with
Oh,
Turd
wow.
and Crevasses.
Shots fired, but also Turd Crevasses got a consensus. Well, there was a dig on me in there.
What?
So congratulations. Let's see. Turd Crevasses was Curiosity. Curiosity wins round 1. Curiosity, you'll be getting a custom official unofficial NFT. If they're a little slow to deliver, you'll get it. Don't worry. And they're selling for a lot. One of them just sold, one of the prize ones. So that's cool. Good job, Curiosity. Now, before we go to round 2, let's meet these yokels that you've been hearing from. First of all, somebody who has voiced many, many words, the king of hashtag share your Rays, Ray Stacanus. Ray, how are you doing, sir? Is Ray frozen? Is that what's happening right now?
I think Ray might be frozen. I'll tell you what.
Goodbye, Ray. I use my magic
Ray.
fingers to pull him out. Well, screw him.
I think
Jordan
Ray's great.
Bobaville.
Yeah.
Jordan Bobville, let's ask you a question.
Sure.
Hey, if there was only one word that you could use to describe Ray leaving the show early, what word would that be?
Embarrassment. I would say.
Embarrassment.
Yeah.
Can we go back to Rectum now? Ray left. Can we get Rectum back?
Yeah.
Rectum. Internet. Damn near
Rectum.
killed him, Internet. That's true. And then, of course, our other co-founder of Own Every Word, Sam Kimbrell. Sam, if there was one word you'd use to describe Ray's internet and computer setup, what would that be?
It would be sass ass. He's a
Sass
damn
ass.
sass ass. His
I
sass
agree.
ass needs to get better internet.
I agree that Sass needs to get better internet. He still hasn't signed on, but you know what they say? The show must go on. Let's see if we get an October surprise when he comes back. But until then, you have to have a 2-man consensus, and I get to weigh in until he comes back.
Oh,
So,
no. That's too much
yeah,
power.
that's right.
Oh, no.
So that means we're going on to round 2, baby. We're going crazy.
Oh, no.
I buried the gold exactly 23 blank away from Skull Rock. And let's see what the word herd had to say. I buried the gold exactly 23 tear-stained recordists away from Skull Rock. Exactly 23 sprinklers away from Skull Rock. 23 alcoves away from Skull Rock. 23 licks away from Skull Rock. 23 bloodstains away from Skull Rock. 23 hamstrings away from Skull Rock, 23 Bigfoot away from Skull Rock, 23 ancestors away from Skull Rock, 23 screechy convulsions away from Skull Rock, and of course, 23 giraffes away from Skull Rock. There it is. Ray's back. He made it. All right, I'm still gonna
return
win.
of Ray.
All right, but in the meantime, let's not celebrate too hard. Let's get first impressions. Jordan, what's standing out to you?
The first one is bloodstains. We all know pirates. We all know they murder. And we all know when they murder, it's not clean. And so one way to bury your treasure would be I imagine when you've killed someone near your treasure and you drag their body, you can remember by the bloodstains which direction your treasure is in.
That's true.
Also, Bigfoot, I like it. It feels like an old imperial version of measurement. Like a foot is 12 inches, but a big foot is 16 inches.
It's like a baker's dozen.
Yeah, like, 30 Bigfoot. That's 30 16-inch segments. And ancestors, because I think that might be another like piratey grave thing where they have people, they have a mass grave somewhere of their ancestors and then nearby their treasure.
So they have to dig up all 23 to confirm that that's how many away, and then in the 24th ancestor, the gold is under there. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Did you just make an argument for every single one of these? Are you going to choose every single one of these freaking words?
I don't think you picked giraffes.
I love
giraffes.
words. I love words.
The man loves words.
Look at all that. I love words.
The man loves words.
If you love what you do long enough, then someone will invent NFT technology and you'll get to do it for a living, right? Sam Kimbrell, what's standing out to you?
Well, fucking giraffes, because Jordan didn't mention it in his whole goddamn treatise about all these words. Jeez. I didn't even get a chance, Jordan. Jeez Louise. I mean, I guess the other thing that sticks out for me is licks, because I feel like, back in the day, you'd lick somebody, you give them a good beating, as they say, give them a lick. So I feel like you've got to earn, your gold by 23 ass kickings.
See,
Feels
I
like
imagine
a little Tootsie
that was
Roll
it, yeah.
Poppy.
I just think when I hear 23 licks away, I imagine there's a line of people and they're all licking people's faces. And once they get to 23, they're like, oh, treasure must be here. Race to Cadus, if you are with us, which one's standing out to you?
Giraffes first and foremost. I will not have giraffe slander in my house, quite frankly, sir. So I would make the argument for giraffes first, giraffe second. Look, okay, sprinklers is pretty good too. I like a good dance move from the 1980s that, only uncool people do in the year 2022. Oh, now it's awkward.
Yeah, you guys just outed yourself as uncool people.
Yeah.
Boy, I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah. Ray and I just very calm.
I got to say Screechy Convulsions also, just being my day-to-day normalcy, Screechy Convulsions also has a special place in my heart. And did you see that? The people at the Los Angeles Power Grid are trying to shut this show down one panelist at a time. We won't let them.
The Fed is always trying to shut down Web3 projects. Yeah.
No, I turned on this gas power generator right here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's right in
Pirate Radio. That's where we're at.
Oh boy.
Good. Well, you know what? We had a lot of considerations for a lot of words, but what we say doesn't matter. All that matters is the word herd. Sam, what's the word herd saying out there?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Seriously? Why? It's always when it's you. It's because you're the main holder. Anyway, Moonraven says, how many licks to the center of a Tootsie treasure? Yeah. Stick with the words. Callie Mullally says, licks. Oh, right, because licks. I got you. Licks. That's why I put that there. Licks. Interesting. I wonder how far that is. This seems really gross, and I feel like I'm missing it because I was trying to help Ray. Mogwai Shadow says, murders ancestors. Okay. It's going to be okay. Doge the Count says, tear-stained recordists because the longest is the best. Well, we know where you stand on all that, and we'll bring back the old format for round 3 then, because that had just the longest in the world. Reno Ecap says, gotta need that big-footed pirate, because you know what they say, big foot, big peg leg? Spin the Turtle, Screechy Convulsions, sounds like a pirate with Tourette's made the map. Also, just in, Screechy Convulsions definitely playing Coachella this year. So get your tickets now. We'll see if we can't get a ticket to a consensus. Hey, that was that word from the...
That's the one. I can't wait to hear Screechy Convulsions play. But first and foremost, let's go to what you've written down now. Was he swayed? Was he swayed? Or was he swayed? We'll see. Jordan Palmville, what did you write down, sir?
Ray made a great argument, and I was thinking about treasure and how there might be a curse on treasure, and when you get close to a cursed treasure box, you start having screeching convulsions.
Whoa!
You're like, it's the curse! Curse stuff. So, I'm thinking screeching convulsions. You have 3 of those, or 23 of those, the treasure's underneath there, you've survived the curse.
There we go, and you've annoyed your crew, absolutely. Sam Kimbrell, what did you write down?
I was swayed by the word herd, Phil, and I'll tell you why. And I think they made a good point, even though they didn't make this point, because they're not as brilliant as this, right? Here's the point. Bigfoot, right? If I'm hiding my treasure, I'm going to tell people it's 23 Bigfoots away, knowing that Bigfoot doesn't exist. I don't want people finding my treasure. I want to know where my treasure is, and I am going to use Find My iPhone location tracking technology to find the treasure. So the answer clearly is Bigfoot.
That makes a lot of sense. Can't argue with that. Race to Canis, what are you looking at?
It's weird to me because I talked myself into a different answer just based on rereading the words, just feeling the vibe, because I like a double meaning whenever you can get it. An actual unit of measurement that some people in stories use is clicks. So therefore, I went with licks because that's close to that. And it feels like it could be accurate. But then if you really get down to it, I could picture a man going to Skull Rock and then licking the ground as far as he can 23 times, right? And then burying his treasure when his taste buds finally give out on him. I'm not saying it's the best answer, but it's the best I got in this moment.
There's something kind of like biblical about that, like Book of Job about that. But
Yeah.
we've got a 3-way non-consensus. That means that we have exactly 1 minute in order to fight this one out. Jordan, you seem to be somebody who knows words and changes around. Let's hear you fight a little bit here.
I'm feeling screechy convulsions. I just imagine the pirate. He's going crazy. He's twitching. His hat's falling off. His earrings all jangly and stuff. His peg legs getting caught in the seaweed and the dead seaweed and the sand. It's screechy convulsions. Come on.
Sam, do you want to agree or do you want to fight him on these screechy convulsions?
I liked what Jordan did physically there in his argument. I didn't agree with him, but I physically liked what he did. I'm going to go with screechy convulsions. Yes.
Wow, we got a 2-way change. That was quick. Ray, what are you thinking? You want to change or you want to keep fighting?
This is a lot of pressure, but I have to go back to what Jordan said when he began his argument, and that's when he said, I like what Ray said. So I got to go with screechy convulsions.
That is totally fair. We've got a consensus, and guess what? Curiosity wins 2 in a row.
Oh
my gosh. He was drowning
hell?
crevasses and he was screechy convulsions. Congratulations, Curiosity.
Oh,
You'll
man,
be getting another 2-in-1 show.
this
NFT. Congratulations.
is
Dang.
Phil, is this going to become a Charles Van Dorn situation here?
I think that we're, yes, that is a quiz show reference for those of you who don't watch 1994 Best Picture Losers.
We're going to get hauled in front of the Senate?
Yeah,
This is
John
terrible.
Turturro's going to be like, it was Marnie.
For the kids at home, Robert Redford was the bad guy in Winter Soldier with Captain America. He also did a movie about a crooked game show in the 90s. Go back in your history books and look that one up.
Great
Enjoy
movie.
it. Enjoy it. But
Yeah,
enough
Winter
about
Soldier's
quiz
fantastic.
show. We're in the middle of a quiz show here. Next round is going to be a sentence round. We're doing a little change on the sentence round this time because the answers got very long and it no longer fit into the slide. So instead of 10 answers, we're only picking a top 5 for this one. Yeah, that's right, because we literally couldn't put the space on the screen. So, Sam, let's see what the sentence prompt was. How do pirates haze new pirates joining the crew?
Oh, no.
And let's see what incredibly long sentences were written out here. How do pirates haze new pirates joining the crew? Hitchhike challenging currents, sweaty wind sprints, big boy boogie challenge, homily memorization competition finals, HIIT, which of course stands for high intensity interval training, and sloshed knife point food fight. You know, there's a lot of things that really do feel like things that pirates would use to haze people. Very good sentence constructions and answers on this. We got to start with Sam. Sam, what's standing out to you, my friend?
You know, obviously what sticks out is HIT training, right? Like you want a crew that's physically fit to handle the high seas, of course, right? But that's kind of a given that you're a pirate, you know how to handle a ship. So I want somebody who can also handle their booze. So I'm going with slosh knife point food fight. I want a pirate who can handle a fight, get drunk, but also be able to kind of hit leg and arm day the following week.
Makes sense to me. Ray Stakanis, what's standing out to you?
Yeah, these are all 6 of these are fantastic. So Word Herd is really come into its own on this day. The ones that stick out, obviously, slosh knife point food fights, fantastic. You get me with alliteration sometimes. Big boy boogie challenge. I do like the idea of a large man dance party happening on the deck of a pirate ship. But I'm also going to give some special mention to homily memorization competition finals, because you think of pirates, you think of shanties. I like the idea of super puritanical pirates, doing it for the Lord, memorizing homilies as they go. There's something interesting about that. There's a story there.
Those are some Catholic ass pirates. Agreed. Jordan Palmaville, what's standing out to you?
I gotta disagree with Ray. Pirates are godless heathens. They're horrible people. They don't fear and respect God like you and I. They're not like us. They would never memorize a priest's homily, yet alone do a competition for it. A lot of fraternities have gotten in trouble doing exercise and not giving people water, and the kids die in the hazing, like sweaty wind sprints. I'm looking at you. And high intensity interval training, another one that could kill some kids or pirates, which is why I am leaning slosh knife point food fight. It means you can get drunk, you can handle a knife, and you can have a little fun too.
That's true. Food fights are always a little silly. But you know what else is silly? Us arguing our points when all that matters is the word heard. Sam Proof, what are they saying?
All right, let's take a quick look. Callie Mullally starts us off with, "Oh man, Big Boy is back." Like saying that. Moon Raven says, "Points to the word heard's grammar." Yes, everybody. Invisible points for you. Reno ECAP says, "Shots, shots, shots, shots." Invisible shots for everyone. Keep it going. Mogwai Shadow says, "Totally food fight. They're fun and use a knife, obviously, for your pirate food fight." Moonraven says, "Sloshed knife point food fight, the pirate remake of Animal House." Arr, what am I? A zit! And then food fight. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Stacy Roommaker says, "I will not stand for this pirate slander. I am 1/16th pirate." So we do have 1/16th of a doubloon somewhere. You're just going to have to find the X and then dig that up. It'll be right next to this consensus we're about to come to. Boom.
I'm glad that Stacy did 23 and Smee and found out that she's
God.
Oh, no.
God
Boo.
dang it.
Well, you know what? We wrote down our answers, and now we're going to see if we come to a consensus. Sam Kimbrell, were you swayed by the word heard?
I think the word heard and I kind of agreed. I think the ones that picked words there definitely went with, didn't get all the way through it, sloshed knife point food fight. I think it just makes the most sense if you want the most solid crew out on the high seas. Sloshed knife point food fight.
Makes a lot of sense to me. Race to Canis, how are you feeling?
I'm ashamed of you for that 23 and Smee joke. I'm not just going to let that pass. I'm mad at you now actively at how much I enjoyed that. Unfortunately, it says more about me than perhaps you. But I have much respect for Slosh Knife Point Food Fight. That is an excellent choice. But in my heart, you talk about the most fit crews for your pirate ships. No, sir. I think piracy deserves all body types. I got to go with my alliteration. Big Boy Boogie Challenge. I love the idea of a big boy dance party at a pirate ship. It's still capturing my imagination, and that would be my absolute choice. Fight me.
No, that's fine. Every time I dance, it's a big boy boogie challenge. So I feel you. Wow. Jordan Palmaville, are you feeling Sam? Are you feeling Ray? Are you feeling yourself?
It's tough because honestly, ever since Instagram, body positivity has been an issue with pirates. So I completely understand where Ray's coming from. That said, slosh knife point food fight.
Oh my gosh, we've got two people that agree. Ray, do you want to battle to the death for your point of view on these big boys having themselves a boogie on a pirate ship in some sort of challenge? Or are you feeling this food fight can sway you over?
Boy, this is really, really tough. Sam, give me the lowdown on knife point, because I feel like I've expressed my big boy booty leanings.
I have to argue for you right now. This is your time to
No,
argue
I want you to convince me of sloshed knife point food fight right now. I want to be convinced.
By you asking, you just conceded. You've just conceded by saying
you're right. I have. I'll go with the old SKFF.
The classic SKFF.
I will not stand in the way of this progress. It is such a good answer that y'all convinced me that I'm wrong, and that's hard to do.
It's very piratey. I agree. Slosh knife point food fight. Congratulations, Michael Myers, for submitting this on spooky season. Oh no, John Carpenter music playing. We're all gonna die because Mike Myers has the word knife point. Oh no. Oh, behave, baby. Not that Mike Myers. All right, we got to get ourselves to round 4. Round 4 is the twofer round. That means that you submit 2 words for those of you who own 2 words to fill in 2 blanks. Please remember that only the words that are across from each other make up one statement. Ain't no mixing and matching here. So let's see what the prompt looks like. The sunken treasure chest is full of blank rubies and blank. Let's see what the word heard had to say. The sunken treasure chest is full of sprinkler rubies and games. The sunken treasure chest is full of shined rubies and bread. It's full of sparkly rubies and trendier pottery. It's full of dope rubies and shrimp. It's full of unguarded rubies and stable hardware. It's full of swank rubies and shredded ancestors. It's full of infamous rubies and roaches. It's full of exquisite rubies and halibut. It's full of jointed rubies and beer goggles. And of course, it's full of artificial rubies and foam. So many good answers here. But Ray, I want to get your first thoughts first here.
Boy, we could take a bunch of different directions on this. I do like the idea of unguarded rubies and stable hardware. Quite honestly, working in the tech fields, if I saw unguarded rubies, but also stable hardware, I might just have to take the stable hardware because that's not a given when you work in tech. I also want to give special sparkly rubies. It's fantastic. That's solid. But then trendier pottery. Like, sure, these rubies are sparkly, but this pottery, hold the phone. That is some trendy stuff. And then the last one that really stuck out to me, artificial rubies, fake, and foam. Maybe this is a beer chest for the pirates, and we're all just going to drink out of it. That's why we want the rubies to be plastic and artificial. They're just like little decorations, like in a tiki bar, you know.
I buy it. Feels very Pirates of the Caribbean. Sam Kimbrell, what's coming to your mind?
By the way, on this round, Phil, the word herd is getting really soft. This is like a G-rated round here. I thought we would have...
Don't encourage them. Don't do
poo-poo, pee-pee, cum, butts, you know.
Sam.
Real surprise, word herd. And
Just wait
disappointed.
until round 5, Sam.
What are you doing? You're tempting fate. Why are you doing this?
As a SoCal native, I gotta go with dope and shrimp because that's the coolest thing that you could have in a treasure chest, Phil. So dope and shrimp are my choices.
I know. I do. I grew up in Michigan. I barely know what that is. But Jordan Palmaville, who also grew up in Michigan, what's coming to mind for you?
Well, I think the key here is it is a sunken treasure chest. So Sam's answer makes the most sense. Dope rubies and shrimp. They're in the sunken treasure chest. But also swank rubies, again, nice rubies, and shredded ancestors who died in a grisly pirate wreck. It's a sunken ship.
That makes a lot of sense. I think it's unfair, though, that you think the dope rubies and shrimp works, but exquisite rubies and halibut, which is also probable in an underwater situation.
Here's why. Halibut is Pacific, and I'm assuming these are Atlantic pirates.
That makes a lot of sense.
Also, artificial rubies and foam, because that feels like a fraternity party. And a lot of these pirate stuff that we've done feels very fratty. So it's just like, hey, it's our fake costume, jewelry, and foam party.
Agreed. That's the spirit behind Pirates Booty, right? It's
yeah, for homecoming. Bunch of creepy old dudes are coming.
All right. We had a lot of good answers there considered, but this panel's opinions don't matter. All that matters is what our beloved word herd has to say. Sam Proof, what are they saying? Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
Sam Proof.
We're waiting on Sam Proof. Oh, he's muted.
We're waiting
Didn't know if he finished the sentence or not. I mean, okay. Moonraven said, playing clean on this one. It makes me feel like what the hell's gonna happen next, right? Doge says, exquisite halibuts, baby. And Reno ECAP says, every joint becomes an infamous roach. Fair, but you're mixing and matching. T. Richardson, here's a good one, says, dope dissolves in water, so it's not possible. You gotta take your dope rubies and keep them dry or smoke them. Mogwai Shadow says, I want poo-poo pee-pee. Who owns that? And thank you for making me say that this show. Fantastic. I want a consensus. So let's kick it back to our panelists.
I like the game of trying to make Sam Proof say the most ridiculous thing. That makes me so much joy. Well, we've heard all of your answers. We have written down where we're thinking on this one. But let's see if you've been swayed. Race to Canis. What you got for me?
Yeah, I was swayed by the word herd. 100%. You know, I heard one in there that absolutely blew my mind. And I didn't even think of it like that. Obviously, poo poo pee pee would be my. Wait a minute. That's not one of the choices. Oh, you word herd. You led me astray. I guess I would go with dope shrimp. I did agree with what the panelists before me, after me, I should say, had said. I think dope shrimp is a little SoCal. Look, I too grew up in Michigan. This is a Michigan-centric show. Sorry, Sam. But I do live in Los Angeles now and do have to lean to the customs of the place where I now reside. So dope shrimp, I am willing to take that leap of faith.
There we go. The guy that seems like he should be from Michigan, but actually comes from SoCal, Sam Kimbrell. What did you land on?
Was that a remark on my tan? Hey.
I think that you're just, you got Michigan flavor.
Oh, well, thank you. That's so sweet.
You seem like a Canadian comedian. That's what I'm trying to say.
I was swayed, Phil. I was swayed by Jordan. And I'll tell you why. I chose swank and shredded ancestors, but I didn't take it the violent, gory direction that Jordan did. I went back to workouts, man. If I found out that I had shredded ancestors, I would be so effing stoked. I'm a scrawny guy. I apparently look like I'm from Canada, even though I'm from Southern California. That's fucking embarrassing, okay? Clearly the answer here is swank and shredded ancestors.
It would be a hell of a treasure to open it up and have all your shredded ancestors be like, "We're going to heaven."
We beat
Jordan
up Satan and we're going to heaven.
We're going to heaven. Jordan Popoville, what'd you write down?
Well, this was tough because these were the two answers I was between. And I went with my original. I also want to. It's not like in Michigan that we had to wait for once a week. A wagon came in with like shrimp. like it exists in Michigan. It's not as fresh. It's at the grocery store. It's not like, anyway, I went with swank and shredded ancestors. They died a grisly death. As you can see, PP hasn't been made yet.
That's true.
Not been made. First draft due tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
We'll get it in a future draft, I promise.
I'm calling again. Dibs on that word, please.
There we go. Hashtag share your rays. Ray, you are the one that has to be swayed. You got two swank shredded ancestors. Team poo poo pee pee on Macwiz.
I'll say this, Ray. I could be won over. I just want you to, so you try to sell us or just give in, man.
You're gonna show your belly.
I'm gonna try to sell you guys. I'm gonna try to sell you guys on dope shrimp. If you don't get it, I will play ball. But let me just talk right now. Dope shrimp, because dope can mean a whole lot of things. Obviously, this could be illicit marijuana as rubies, and I have yet to see that. You know, you put a little ruby in your pipe and smoke it. This could be. Now, it's been said that dope could dissolve in water, but who's to say that who's to say that it's not like in some sort of baggie? I mean, it is absolute, it is dope. At the end of the day, you wouldn't just leave that out on your ship, and then shrimp. I do like the idea of the weekly shrimp wagon that comes into town. I remember the 1980s.
It was, you know what? I'm going to pick this
What
up
a
for
freeze
Ray.
frame.
What happened was, it was like, remember the Good Humor Man or the Swanson Delivery Man? It was like that, or the Swan Delivery Man. It was like that, except it was shrimp, and it was a refrigerated thing, and it would come out. Sorry, Ray, you froze. So
No, that was only replaced when they started building Golden Corral restaurants all over Southeast Michigan, and we are thankful for that, And so my weekly shrimp, my dope. Now, I don't partake in the substances, but we do live in Los Angeles, where it is legal now to eat shrimp. So that is my pitch. Tell me what you will.
Wow, Jordan, do you have a rebuttal? Do you want to rebut?
I don't know. I mean, Rosh Hashanah just started. I'm not feeling shrimp, and also
what viable.
Yeah. And so I'm sticking with shredded ancestors and swank rubies. That's where I'm feeling. And Ray, come on, join the team. Meet some of your dead ancestors who are just absolutely ripped.
Let me just say right now, I think I'm going to join the team Nabisco and go with Nabisco shredded ancestors.
Ooh, sounds delicious. And it sounds like we have a consensus. Congratulations
I'll go
to
with it.
Super Chatter. Mogwai's Shadow wins the two
Hell
for
yeah.
round.
Nice.
Congratulations,
Nice.
Mogwai.
Mogwai.
You've got an unofficial NFT of that ridiculous sentence and a mispronunciation of your name coming your way. Congrats. Hey, Mogwais. Love
Mogwais,
Gremlins.
Mogwais.
All right. Well, we have done it. We have come to the final round. This is the Golden Special round, only for Golden Special submissions, which means you have a better chance of winning if you've got Golden Special ones. Reminder, our drop that's coming up in 2 days, September 30th, is Oops, All Gold, where there's 200 specials that are all gold background, Pirates booty cards, then 300 all golds. So make sure that you set your alarms, buy those NFTs for that one, because we got a game coming out pretty soon, baby, and you're going to want to play those pieces. But now let's go to the final round. Sam, what's the prompt? The most feared pirate is Captain Blankbeard. Let's see what the word herd had to say. The most feared pirate is Captain Bulkbeard. It's Captain Deadbeard. It's Captain Roughbeard. It's Captain Workout Beard. It's Captain Foulest Beard. It's Captain Grabbeard. It's Captain Hollerbeard. It's Captain Bentbeard. It's Captain Ghostbeard. Or, of course, the most feared pirate is Captain Rentalbeard. Jordan Popoville, I know something's standing out to you here. What's standing out?
Oh, man, so many good answers. I mean, bulk, because it tells us so much about the person and the beard. Deadbeard, because, pirates are scary, right? Ghost beard, same thing. Ghost pirate, ghost ship, ghost beard. And lastly, before I read them all, rental beard, because that's sad. And it's like so many beards are just streaming now. All the beard rental stores closed.
That's true. The Block Beardster video went under. Race to Cadus. What's standing out to you?
I mean, thankfully, one of the good news about all the rental beard places going under is they did get replaced by Spirit Halloween. So we do have that going for us this time of year. There are a few here that do stand out. Captain Bulkbeard is fantastic. Going back to the shredded ancestors. And why wouldn't you work out your beard if you're one of these shredded pirates? I do have a certain love also for Captain Grabbeard. Like, he's clean shaven, but he grabs your beard, and that's that's a little reverse on the game itself. And you know what? If I had a long beard and I was facing Captain Grabbeard, I would be uncomfortable. I don't want another man grabbing my beard and yanking on it. And then going in with all the others, Captain Bentbeard. There is something to be said for that too. I love the idea of a pirate beard going straight and then out at like a 90-degree angle. That would mess me up if I was in a combat.
That does sound like something that would be in some sort of anime pirate show, is the Bentbeard.
Oh, yeah, guarantee it's in 5 of them.
There we go. And Sam Kimbrell, what's standing out to you, sir?
I'm really digging all these workout pirate things. The connection here, word herd, is great. Really disappointed, though, that there was no poo-poo pee-pee option for Captain Poo-poo pee-pee beard, which is a bummer.
Someday.
I think what's sticking out to me, Phil, someday. What's sticking out to me, Phil, clearly is Rental, Captain Rentalbeard, because he's saving money, right? He's not spending money on beard stuff. He's not taking the treasure and gold and going into town and getting his beard maintained by a barber.
Oh.
He's spending that money on weapons. Weapons, Phil.
That's true. There's nothing more fearful or frightful than a frugal pirate.
It just makes more sense to buy and finance your beard than to constantly paying a rental fee, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a rental beard is cheaper, and he just rents it for pictures and then he takes it off, right? He only needs it every once in a while. And then, he's back to pillaging and doing all those great things that pirates do, Jordan.
Clean shaven. Absolutely. A lot of good answers here, but there can only be one word herd, and they're the ones that are going to convince us. So write down your answers while they're going. And word herd, what do you have to say?
All right. Starting us off, Callie Mullally says, Ghost Beard! I love that Marvel comic. Soda Reap says, Captain Rental Beard, LOL, yeah. Doge says, Dead Beard sounds so pirate-ish, yeah, for sure. Scariest beard of all. Mogwai Shadow says, I like rental. Benny says Captain Bent, and a very, very happy, convincing emote. And finally, Mogwai Shadow says Grab Beard, number 2, but totally rental all the way. It seems like our word herd is relatively split on this, but let's see if we can't zip them up into a consensus. Back to you.
Oh, I like that. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful, wonderful answers, but there can only be one. They have written it down, and we have to start, of course, with the great Jordan Palmaville. Jordan, what'd you write down?
I wrote down bulk beard. It made me laugh the most. It made me laugh twice. That's a very large beard. It's a silly
What
thing to
is that?
say.
What is that you drew? What are we looking at there?
That's a pirate. He has a small little pirate hat there, and he's got this
That is Kung Fu Panda, Jordan. That is Kung Fu Panda, and you'll never convince me otherwise.
In the microwave. You stuck Kung Fu Panda in the microwave, and that's what it would look like.
If they made Kung Fu Panda Peeps at Easter time, that's what that would be.
If they made Kung Fu Panda Peeps, they'd have $1 million idea in their hands.
That's a fact.
That's
it's
a lot
a
of money.
perfect shape for it. Well, I'm glad to hear that we're going with bulk on that one. Ray, what are you thinking, sir?
You know, I listened to the word herd on this one because there are a lot of good answers on here. You know, we didn't even talk about foulest. Like, that's the purest answer that we have here. Dead is excellent. Like, obviously, bulk. I went with the word herd on this one because you think about it, Captain Rental Beard is pretty fantastic because he's got to get that back to the shop at some point in his travels. Like, he's got to return that beard, which means he's going to be in a hurry to defeat you.
Oh.
Yar, you got some late fees. Sam,
I've got to get me beard back by Tuesday. Arr.
I'm going to have to dry clean it first or else they're going to charge me extra.
Thankfully, the beard store has a drop slot.
Sam Kimbrell, what do you think, sir?
You know, I also stuck with the word herd because the word herd agreed with me. Rental. Clearly the answer is rental. We had the best exchanging of bits and characters moment right here at the end of the show. I think we did fantastic. I think rental clearly is the answer.
Oh, we do not have a consensus. That means, Jordan, with your Kung Fu Panda peep and bulk, are you ready to change? Are you ready to kill Kung Fu Panda and the great voice talents of Jack Black?
First of all, just like say bulk beard in like a big dumb guy voice.
Bulk beard.
Captain Bulk Beard. Okay.
Captain Bulk Beard.
Yeah, that's good.
Bulk beard.
All right. I say let's go with rental. It's funny. the pirate.
Are you sure?
He references.
Because I did hear Sam say poo poo pee pee earlier, and I kind of want to go.
That's
with that
not
one.
a card, folks. We
still-
don't have poo poo pee pee.
Was that
If
on
we
the
did,
board?
it would be a bronze card because that looks brown.
Still,
That's true.
no. It's. I think you guys are right. I think the word herd is right. I think you guys are right. It's rental.
We've got ourselves a consensus. It's rental. And much like in the movies where he cannot die, Michael Myers came back at the very end
What?
to win yet another
wow.
round. That's right. We had 5 prompts and only 3 winners. What are the
geez.
odds? We had 2 people who won 2. It's crazy. I swear this is not rigged. This is not a quiz show type thing. I'm the only one who knew who submitted those. And of course, Sam Proof. So they just picked the best one. Just happened to be a couple people had good nights. That means eventually they going to get their official, unofficial prizes. And that wraps our show for tonight. But before we go, can we just go around the horn really quickly? Where can people find you, Jordan Palmaville?
You can find me working at Own Every Word Global Headquarters. And I want to remind everyone, we got a drop this Friday. Pirates Booty. We made a clerical error. There's all gold.
Oops, all gold. Race to Canis. Where can people find you? Ray, where can people find you?
Yes, people can find me on Twitter. Sorry, it blanked out of me. This has been a crazy night on the internet for Ray in the Ray House here in beautiful Panorama City, California. What I will say is you can find me on Twitter at Almighty Ray. You can, of course, check out the Who Would Win show at Who Would Win show, where we debate superhero battles. And, of course, my audio drama with vampires, Reclaimed Detroit, a Vampire the Masquerade audio drama at Vampire Detroit, starring, among other people, Own Every Word's Phil Ranta. How about that?
Yes, all 3 of those projects I have been a part of. Yes, Own Every Word in it. I did a couple of judgings for your. And I was also in Reclaimed Detroit. So look up Phil Ranta and Ray. You'll see all of our collabs. Sam Kimbrell.
There's been quite a few.
That's quite a few. Sam Kimbrell, what do you want to promo?
Well, Phil, I know where you can find me. You can find me in back alleys going poo-poo pee-pee. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a poo-poo pee-pee. A poo-poo, a pee-pee. You can find me on Twitter at Sam Kimbrell. I also work on the cards with Jordan, and I would very much appreciate if people check them out because they're really awesome this time. They're super funny. So, yeah, we're excited for the drop in 2 days.
Absolutely. Drop on September 30th. I think it goes live at 6. If you have a word wizard, you get it an hour early, so make sure to drop in.
Whoa.
We increased the limit in case, because a lot of people said they wanted to buy more, but they were limited, so check that out. We're also going to be sending out another survey for the game crew. This one's going to be around what prompts we select for the early prompts, so make sure to check that out. We're also going to be doing a live feedback session with the next designs that are coming out for that, so make sure to check that out. We're still planning for a drop on October 15th of that game, and at that point, you're going to be able to submit your words to another thing and win word wizards, because we still have some extra ones on there. So also going to be giveaways on Twitter at Own Every Word. So much stuff going on. What other NFT project is doing as much stuff as us? Nobody. So make sure to check out all of that. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night. We did it.